What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be taking you guys through my watch collection. Now, I like to consider myself a bit of a collector when it comes to certain things, primarily shoes and watches. Now, I don't have massive collections. I know there are people that do videos that have like thousands of pairs of sneakers and thousands of dollars worth of watches, and that's not me. But I do like watches and I do like shoes, and so today I'm going to go through my collection of watches with you, and guess you can see what I've got. Let's get into the video. So I'm going to start this video off with showing you my cheapest watch and then going up to what is my most expensive watch. So the first watch I've got, and it's the cheapest in my collection, is this Casio. It's a fairly standard watch. It's got, it's fairly thin, it's got a fairly simple rubber strap to it, and it has a fairly, again, simple black face with sort of the glow of the dark hands, and then a quite nice vibrant orange numbering around the outside. Now, I bought this watch not because it's particularly stylish, but because it's convenient. Where I used to work, I often got quite dirty, sticking my hands in water and so on, and I didn't want to ruin my other nicer watches, so I skimped out. £10, pretty cheap, and it's a pretty, everyday watch. And it also means if I've got anything messy, like messy jobs, I can stick this on and not have to worry that I'm going to ruin one of my best watches. So that's my first one. Now, the second watch that I've got to show you guys, I've got multiple of the same watch. So it's from a company called Circular. It comes in this neat little package like so. I will just pull the watch out for you so you can see it. There we go. So this is the watch. It is a fairly simplistic looking watch. Nice leather straps. If you have a look at the clock face or the watch face, it's nice and silver. It's got the white in the inside with a nice silver detailing on it, and the company is called Circular. Now, one of the reasons why I was attracted to this, other than the fact that they've got funny slogans on their watches like "No bullshit," which you might be able to see on the back of the watch there, is that they're interchangeable, so you can completely change the look of the watch and change the straps. Now, the way this works is that on the back of the strap they have a little metal clip, and all you do is you pull that metal clip and the strap comes away, which means that you can change it and customize it to suit your appearance and suit your preferences. Now, I got 3 straps. Obviously, this is the red strap. I also have a sort of a green strap and like a creamy sandy coloured strap, like so. They're all leather, they're very good quality, and again, all you have to do is clip this next one in place and you completely change the look of your watch. Again, they're not the most expensive, but they are a nice, simplistic watch. Nothing overly complicated going on there, and another really great timepiece. Now, the next 2 watches that I've got, I say 2 because they're the same price, I got them on like an offer, was again from the same company as before, Circular, except these are their sort of metal mesh watches. Now, I've got 2, as you can see. This one is the black mesh with the black face and embezzlement to it. These are really simplistic, nice, smart looking watches. Great if you want to go out on a night out and wear it with something smart. Equally, you can obviously dress it down. And then this one here is the rose gold with the white face and again the black interior, the sort of detailing on it. Really nice watches. The great thing about these, similar to the leather ones, is although you can change the straps, so you can take them off and change them if you wish. But not only that, but you can change how big it is. So because obviously with sort of link ones, you have to take the links out of it. With this, there aren't obviously links to it because it is a mesh. It's a bit like sort of chainmail. But what you can do is you can lift the little strap up, move the strap along and change it for your comfort. So I've got 2 of these, they're on offer. I will leave the link in the description for the website to Circular if you want to check them out. No, this is not paid for. I'm not being paid by Circular to do this. I just think they're really cool watches. So go and get yourself a pair. Right guys, so the next watch I've got is currently not working because its battery's died, so I do need to change it, but it is again another Casio, but this one is a dive watch, so it's quite a lot better than the one I got before. You can see it's still got the rubber straps, but the rubber straps are a lot thicker, and they are sort of more heavy duty because it is designed for people who are going to be sort of diving or going down into deep water. It's got a pretty simple face. It's quite an old watch. My parents bought this for me quite a while ago when I was first into diving. I don't do it as much anymore just because of where I live and money and convenience and all sorts of other reasons, lots of other excuses. But this is a nice watch. It goes down to 200 meters. Now, I do need to get the battery changed in it. The problem with getting the battery changes on watches, especially watches like this, is that there's no guarantee that the seal is going to be as good as it was when it was first manufactured. So I'm a bit worried that if I do get the battery changed, that unfortunately it might break it if I then sort of start going diving again. But nonetheless, this is a sort of another one to my collection. Right guys, so the next watch that I've got, again unfortunately isn't working through no one's fault but my own. It's this Guess watch. Now this watch cost me £100. When I first bought it, I bought it because I wanted sort of like an everyday watch that was a little bit smarter than the Casio. It has this nice quilted sort of cream face to it with lots of little bits on it and lots of detailing. I think this was a really smart watch. Unfortunately though, I did have it on my lap once in a room with a hard floor. It slipped off my lap and it sort of landed screen down. The screen broke and loads of stuff kind of fell off on the inside of it. I know that I can get this sort of fixed. I can get the glass fixed, but the cost of it is normally around £70 or £80. So I've kind of been resistant to doing that because the watch only cost me £100 anyway. So for the same price of getting it fixed, I could technically get a new one. But this was a really cool watch. I really liked it. Nice leathering to it, like sort of leather straps. Yeah, my other watch. Right guys, so the next watch is sort of a slightly smarter watch, something that I wear typically when I'm either going to work or if I'm sort of wearing a suit, and it's this nice simplistic Seconda. Now, I don't know how much this cost. This was given to me by a previous employer, but it's a really smart watch. It's not particularly thick. It's quite simplistic, but it's very smart. And I think that everyone, especially every guy, should have one of these kind of watches in their collection, because when you're wearing a suit, the last thing you want is a really chunky watch. Something sort of sophisticated, something smart is definitely going to improve your look rather than having some massive chunky metal thing sticking out of your wrist. Like I say, I've put this watch I've spoken about it now because I really don't know how much it cost. I could give it a guess, probably in the sort of £60 or £70 mark is what I would say, but it could be more, it could be less, I really don't know. But either way, really nice simplistic watch, one that you guys should definitely get. Okay guys, so my next watch is going to be one that I didn't actually pay for myself. I roughly know how much it cost, but it was one that my parents bought me for my birthday, and that is this Tommy Hilfiger watch. So it is quite a big timepiece. It's quite a big watch. There it is. I bought this, or I got my parents to buy it for me. I asked for it like I said, for my birthday. I think it was my birthday, because I really liked the sort of gold in it, sort of detailing, and it obviously has that lovely blue sort of dial around it with the nice white sort of interior. Actually, it's more of like a pearl. It's not even white. It's sort of a shimmer. It's a really nice looking watch. I bought this because, or I got this because I haven't actually got one like this in my collection, or I didn't at the time, and I really wanted something that I could wear, that I could either wear on nights out, or that's just a little bit different. A lot of my watches are either leather straps, or one that I'm going to show you in a minute is a darker strap. So I wanted a strap that was a bit fresher, a bit lighter, that I could wear sort of with a short sleeve shirt or something, and it pop. So there it is, by Tommy Hilfiger. Okay guys, so my most expensive watch is the one I'm about to show you. This is something that I sort of, I guess, stupidly bought when I was at university. Couldn't really afford it, but you know, when that student loan drops and you've got an overdraft, you kind of end up going a bit crazy. This is my Emporio Armani watch. Now this cost me about £400 to £500, so it's definitely the most expensive watch I've got in my collection, but it is absolutely stunning. There it is. Now this is a ceramic watch. I have had this for a number of years now. It's probably one of the oldest watches in my collection, but it still looks absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, the battery has died, so I do need to get the battery replaced on it. It's just me having other things on my plate at the moment that means I haven't done it. But if you have a look, it is absolutely stunning. It has sort of a chromy looking sort of dark metal on the outside, and then on the inside it's not sort of shiny, it's like a matte black. And then the interior, it has that lovely striking black face with the sort of silver hands and that iconic silver Emporio Armani bird at the top. I really love this watch. Again, it's something that I often wear when I'm out and I'm wearing some sort of smart clothes, be it a suit or something, and I want to turn up. But nonetheless, this is a great watch. Now, I don't necessarily recommend everyone buying these watches. They are very expensive, and especially the ceramic ones, they're more inclined to break than the metal ones. So if you are due a new watch or you want to upgrade and get one of these sort of nicer, more expensive watches, just be aware of what you're potentially going to be wearing the watch for, because, you know, if I were to drop this on a hard floor, it would break, and it's a lot of money to be wasting on a watch if I'm not going to be careful with it. Like I say, fortunately I've kept this watch in the box and I've been very, very careful with it, so it's in mint condition still, but just be aware that the ceramic ones especially are more prone to breaking. Now I've got one more watch to show you, but I don't really consider it to be a watch. It's not part of my collection because I look at it as a sort of classic timepiece, and that is my Apple Watch. Now, if you haven't already seen, I have done a video on how I got this, so I'll leave the link in the bio so if you want to see how I copped it. This is a second-hand watch. I didn't buy it first-hand. The reason I don't really consider it to be like a timepiece in the same way as the others is because it's mechanical, you know, not mechanical even, it's electrical. The other ones I look at as being sort of handcrafted, and although there are going to be, you know, the sort of the better higher end ones are going to be individually handcrafted, whereas some like the Casio may be machine crafted, I don't know. They each have like a specific crafted design to them, whereas this is just a piece of technology. Someone's made it using a computer, which I like because it's great with my iPhone, and it's sort of, you know, pings me when I've got emails through, which my other watches don't. But I still look at it as a computer rather than as a sort of iconic, nice, classic timepiece. Right, guys, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my watch collection. It is only the beginning. I'm sure as I sort of progress in sort of my career and I get more money, I will end up adding to it. But the thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is it's not about the price. If you think about all of the watches I've showed you, it was only really the last two, and I guess the Apple Watch, that actually cost any more than like £100. Most of the watches I wear on a daily basis aren't expensive watches, and if you are a sort of die-hard collector, then, you know, obviously save the money for those sort of more expensive watches like the Rolexes and so on. But nonetheless, you don't have to be spending loads of money on watches to look good and to pull it off. Right, guys, I'm going to end the video here, like I said. If you have any comments, maybe if you want to talk to me about the watches I've got, if you're interested, if you're a watch collector yourself and you want to share what watches you have, please leave a comment below. Again, if you like the video, make sure you give it a like, and subscribe as always. Make sure you tick that little bell so you get notifications every single time I upload. I hope you're good. Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave it here. See you later. Bye.